the dark, and then we'll go.
We'll never surrender.
Skin boots on a Saturday night.
Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here, and it has been a very long time since I have recorded a video on this channel, but I'm finally back and I'm going to be covering everything that I have missed whilst I've been on holiday for 2 weeks. So today we're going to be covering all of the DLC for Revelations trailers that we have gotten over the 2 weeks whilst I was gone. Now, two trailers are very old. We've obviously got the Takeo's Memory trailer as well as the Tank Dempsey one. However, we got one just released yesterday, which was indeed for Dr. Monty. Now, I know all of this stuff is very late, but I just figure, just for peace of mind, that it would be better for me to cover everything that I've missed, just so that I'm all up to date once all the new information and stuff like that is being released. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be covering every single thing that was released during the time period whilst I was gone, whether that's in relation to Infinite Warfare Zombies, or whether it's in relation to Black Ops 3 Zombies. It doesn't really matter. So you're going to see a lot of content tomorrow on the channel. Most of you guys will already know about it, but I just figured, as he said, for peace of mind, it would be better if I cover everything that I've missed. So let's jump straight into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you guys the 3 DLC 4 Revelations trailers that were released. I'm sure that 95% of you guys have already seen all of these trailers, as the first one is, you know, like 2 weeks old now. But without further ado, I'm going to play you guys the Takeo and the Dempsey memory segment, and then as well the Dr. Monty one. So enjoy.
Time can be a cruel mistress. In its relentless march forward, it robs each of us of many things. Moments, experiences, people. Time can take them all from us in an instant. Such things are gone forever, unless they live on within our hearts, our minds, our memories. For all its cruelty, time can also be a great teacher. Through the changes left behind in its wake, we can learn, we can grow, we can come to understand those truths that have eluded us in the past. Only then can we truly understand ourselves.
Field report. Final entry. Well, this is it. The end game. I know what I have to do. Richtofen's barely holding it together. I've got to believe he can go the extra mile. None of us really know how this is going to play out. But we all know it's the only way forward. We can only hope that our souls may find a better future.
This is it. The ether. The infinite. The reality beyond. Beyond the world you know. Beyond your perception. Things are going to get a lot worse before they get better. You changed the rules. There are certain things that you can't ever change. All I ask is that you do the right thing. The right thing for everyone.
Okay, so now that hopefully that I've put your minds back at rest and just reminded you guys about the 2 original memory segment trailers that we got, as well as the brand new Dr. Monty one that we got yesterday, in terms of the Takeo and the Dempsey memory segment, they were pretty simple, vague, and self-explanatory. By that I meant they were extremely cryptic. However, all the information that was told within both of those trailers was just sort of reiterating stuff that we had already previously heard. There were some very interesting visuals within both of those trailers, but I don't really want to go too in depth on those 2 trailers. They were sort of reminiscing on their 1.0 deaths and where they've been and where they're going to go into the future, leading up to DLC 4 Revelations. However, we really learned nothing new from both of those trailers. As he said, they were just reiterating stuff that we previously already heard, and they were just hyping us up for DLC 4 more than anything. However, in the Dr. Monty reveal trailer for DLC 4 Revelations, we learned a lot new. In fact, we first of all, saw the visual representation of Dr. Monty for the very first time, who is in fact going to be portrayed by Malcolm McDowell. Now, the interesting thing about this is that he does resemble a lot in terms of the Shadow Man from Shadows of Evil. Now, we know that the Shadow Man is based off of an Apothecon creature and based off of a creature seen within the Cthulhu mythos known as Nyarlathotep. Now, this creature, I've made countless videos in the past, and I will leave a link to one down in this video's description talking about whether the Shadow Man has escaped the summoning key. Well, this Nyarlathotep is in fact a shapeshifter, and we see this on Shadows of Evil. He goes from being this old man to being his Apothecon state. Now, similarly with Dr. Monty, we see this old man, and although he isn't the same as the Shadow Man, he does look very similar. Is it not possible that we could indeed be seeing another variation of the Shadow Man? Could Dr. Monty be of the same species as the Shadow Man? If you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. The Shadow Man manipulated our characters into getting the 4 gateworms so that he could unleash the Apothecon overlords against us. And we know that Dr. Monty has been given orders to Dr. Maxis, who's then been given orders to Richtofen to once again collect 4 gateworms by killing each of the 1.0 souls. And we know from Gorod Krovi that he has also been trying to manipulate our characters and turn them against each other, specifically turning the characters against Richtofen, turning Richtofen against Maxis, and so on and so forth. So is it not possible that we could be seeing a repeat of Shadows of Evil with Dr. Monty? I definitely think so. Now, to start off the trailer, Dr. Monty says, "Welcome to the Ether, the infinite, the realm beyond realms." And this is amazing because right after this, they obviously enter the forest that we've been seeing for a very long time now, but we don't know what exactly it is. Now, this forest is obviously seen within the outro cutscene as well as the main menu, and we've always assumed that this is like a purgatory-like realm of where the characters' collective minds and thoughts are all held, although it's not a physical place. Well, it turns out that the forest is indeed the ether. So what I would assume is that when we're seeing the characters within the forest, within the outro cutscene, and within the main menu prior to a game, that's simply the place that they go after they die, and then the cycle repeats when they go back into a game, which again I've discussed within previous videos. The zombie storyline is just one big reoccurring cycle. They've been attempting at saving the universe and collecting the 1.0 souls for a very long time now, and it's unclear whether we will finally succeed within DLC 4 Revelations, although we've been given hinters towards premise failing. But this is pretty huge that the forest is indeed the ether. The ether is like another realm. It's a realm beyond realms, as Dr. Monty puts it. It's the gap when you go into a teleporter. It's the gap that you are in between those universes. It's not a physical place, it's like a gap between places. So why are the characters in this forest? Why are they here? And does this hint that DLC 4 Revelations may indeed be set in the forest? I think that this is a strong hint, but I don't think it is going to be set in the forest, because it won't make sense for us to be within the ether, because as he said, it's simply a realm between realms. It's like the place that you're in when you're not in a physical place. It's the in-between of realms. It's where the keepers are and have originated from, or so we believe. But we believe that the portal that we see at the end of the Gorod Krovi Easter egg, where we see the 1.0 characters rise up into a portal, does indeed lead us to Agartha, as that's where the Maxis drone went, up into into a portal similar to this portal at the end of the Origins Easter egg. And I think it's more than likely that DLC 4 will be featured within Agartha, maybe not straight from the get-go, we could be in Egypt, but maybe within the Easter egg or some other format, we will get to the Ether, storyline-wise. A lot of people actually think we may be going back to Origins, whether that be storyline-wise or in another format as well. Now, Dr. Monty says to the characters, you broke the rules. Essentially, we weren't supposed to do things. Certain things within the universes weren't supposed to be rewritten. Now, we hear from Dr. Monty quotes within Garrod Crovey that Dr. Monty says that he was forced to step in. He was forced to help us, as if we did something wrong here. Now, it's fairly obvious that the multi-universes and the infinite amount of universes, which there seems to be, follow a specific pattern or specific rules that we must indeed follow. And I'm not sure whether you're not supposed to rewrite time at all, or whether there's certain things that must happen in order for sequences to continue, and maybe by us stopping that, it caused something to happen. We obviously know, again from Dr. Monty, there seems to be Maxis who indeed caused all of these multi-universes and the bleeding into worlds to occur, but he says we broke the rules, and the only thing I can think of is, as he said, we rewrote time in some way that we weren't supposed to do. What we're doing right now to save the universes may not be our true intention, or maybe we did something wrong. That could be the reason why Richtofen 1.0 Soul never entered the portal and never exited the summoning key at the end of the Garrod Crovey Easter egg. That could be an explanation for it and could link in to us quote-unquote breaking the rules. But then Dr. Monty says that we're supposed to put it right, and to put it right for everyone. And this isn't anything new. We know that we're obviously trying to put things right and stop the universes from bleeding into each other to most likely save the children and put us all back into one universe. For some reason, the house, the universe that the children are in, is significant and is extremely special, and for some reason we're valuing this universe and these children and these specific characters over the other universes, which will all be explained within DLC 4. But this has been a very, very brief summary of the, well, it's not been that brief, but it's been a brief summary of the Dr. Monty DLC 4 Revelations trailer that we got yesterday. As he said, sorry I'm late about this, but I have been on holiday and was all working on switching networks as well. I decided to play the Takio and also the Dempsey memory trailer in this as well, just because I never covered them at the time they were released. But obviously they're very old right now, so there's not really much point talking about them, as, you know, they're pretty self-explanatory. But without further ado, thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you are glad that I am indeed back. As I said, I'm going to be covering everything that I've missed tomorrow. I may be covering a few little things further tonight as well. I'm going to be keeping to daily updates, hopefully from now, daily uploads, hopefully from now. So without further ado, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not out here for latest and greatest Black Ops 3 Zombies news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye. Are you guys interested in getting free COD points for 100% free supply drops and or liquid Davidium? Well, have I got news for you. There's going to be a link down in this video's description where you can download a 100% free app. Upon downloading this app, you can then install apps via this app, as well as sharing the app with your friends to build up a ton of points, which can then be used to get 100% free Xbox One, PS4, as well as Steam cards, which can then be used to get 100% free COD points and or DLC. Hopefully this helps.